Hi, I'm Valerie Dassel, Youth First Social Worker. I wanted to take just a few minutes to talk about how we manage the fear of bringing the coronavirus into our home. First and foremost, all we can do really at this point is educate ourselves physically how to protect ourselves from the virus. And that information is best gathered from very reliable websites, which at this point is really kind of just the CDC website, which has the most up to date information. We need to be very cautious on scanning through the internet, which can lead to inaccurate information and also an unhealthy obsession over statistics and any other information. Most of us have in our community have probably found that the anxiety and mood changes from the fear and uncertainty of the coronavirus has actually affected our homes more so than the physical piece of this pandemic. And with the new precautions for our community towards socializing, taking steps towards reintegrating everyone back into the community, we have to focus on how we're coping as a family and coping as a society. And coping in a healthy way is what is going to make us and our families stronger. Giving us that self control of emotions is going to be our strength. So, I think it's important to also realize this is not the first time. Most of us have felt this fear that's been kind of overwhelming, almost paralyzing, and on a national level. Most of us have actually lived through 9/11, and we can reflect back on how difficult those times were, but also how we grew together as a nation and we did come back and find our new normal. So the most important piece right now is going to be controlling our mindset and our judgment. Judgment we place on ourselves and judgment that we feel from others. Just being aware of where our thoughts are and reframing them into a more positive mindset will make a huge difference on our mood and our stress levels. So instead of thinking that everyone in our community is going to get the virus and people don't care, challenge that thinking with, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to educate myself and I'll educate others to know, well, wearing the mask is actually to protect others, not for yourselves. And encouraging other people who are higher risk to stay at home and offering to do those things. So educating ourselves, watching our track of where our thoughts go, keeping that mindset more positive is going to be key. And a huge part of keeping our mindset positive is really controlling the judgment we're placing on ourselves, and also the judgment that we are assuming other people are having towards us, and the judgment we can place on others. So I think that the key in this situation is that the information that we're being given can be confusing, which is leading each family to basically decide for themselves what they're comfortable with. And so I think it's going to be key to educate yourself on what's best for your family, and recognize that you're never going to know truly what's behind some families' choices on how they're going to handle this reintegration into our community. And if you're making choices that are best for your family, you just have to be confident in that. And if you're choosing to still social distance, then you continue to do those pieces and avoid judgment towards others who cope with that a little bit differently. Not allowing that to affect our emotions in turn will affect, that would affect our energy level, is what's going to help us cope effectively at home. And with grace, provide a calm that our family needs so desperately and our community needs. Thank you.